What's going on with Andy Cohen? Is he leaving Bravo? Is he not leaving Bravo? Is he negotiating leaving Bravo? Taylor Swift is taking some jabs at Kim Kardashian, and she is clapping back. And we've got some Valley drama with Jax and Britney, because Britney's unfollowed Jax. And then we have Michelle, and Michelle has a new man. Is this the man that she's been cheating with? We're going to get into all of it. I hope you're ready. You're listening to No Filter with Zach Peter, your go-to source for all the latest pop culture and reality TV tea, served fresh all week long. Now, let's dive in. Ooh-wee, what's going on, baby? Hello, welcome on in, welcome on in, welcome on in. Happy Monday. I hope you guys had a great weekend. We have a lot that we can get into today. Like I told you guys last week, I did the Orange Theory dry try. It was a dry triathlon. And I'm happy to report, guys, all the love you sent me, all the cheers you guys were sending me in the DMs. I got so many DMs on Saturday morning with people just like saying, I'm rooting for you. Best of luck today. Yada, yada, yada. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It paid off because I fucking won. Oh, I know that's right. Big bag booty. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's get it. I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. I finished first. I did it in 36 minutes and 20 seconds. 36.2 was my final time. There was another coach there. He's like the runner. He like runs marathons and stuff. His best time, because the coaches don't compete with us, but they get to do it separately. He was on me. He was right there, like pushing me to the finish line. And he beat me by 1 minute. So I came in 1 minute behind him, and he actually runs marathons. I've never run a fucking marathon in my life. I am not an athlete. I am not athletic. I, just started training a couple months ago. So yeah, baby, we came in here and we did it. And after me, well, I mean, there were three or four different, I think 3 time slots you could have signed up for to do it. So we'll see. I don't think anybody else beat my time later in the day because I did the first time slot, but I did finish first. Let's get it, baby. Even all the staff was like taking bets to see what my time was going to be. And I did it. I beat it. I came in 36 minutes. Let's get it. It was a 2,000 meter row. So we did the rower for 2,000 meters. And then immediately after that, went straight into 300 body weight reps and then a 5K run. Back to back, no breaks, straight through, trying to see who can finish it the quickest. And that was me. So, say it with your chest. Let's get it. The question is, did all of the top performers from the other gyms compete against you? So that's what's next. Now they take it to regional, to the regional level. I don't know. They just said they're probably going to email me about it, because they take their top performers from each district. So this was all of downtown competing, but now I guess we're going to compete against other districts. And so that's happening in 6 months. So if I were to do that, I have 6 months to train for that. We'll see. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Like that's going to be tough going against all the top performers. I don't know if I can keep up with that. I'm gonna probably die. But I do love to compete. But anyway, let's get into the there's so much to get into today. Let's see. Where do we want to start? But yeah, Daddy did it. I won. I came in first place, at least in the first morning session. We'll see how the rest of the people did throughout the day. They're supposed to be posting the leaderboard. I mean, I have to have at least come in the top 3, at least, we come in and we get it. All right. Well, enough of my bragging about myself. Let's talk. Oh, Bethenny, sad news for Bethenny Frankel. Her mom passed away of lung cancer, which is unfortunate. So that's kind of why she's been a little quiet on the social medias, but that's sad. I know she's had an interesting and contentious relationship with her mother, but it's still her mom at the end of the day, and I'm sure it still affects her very greatly. So yeah, sorry, Bethenny. Joe Mendoza in the live chat says that it's Lesbian Visibility Week. I didn't realize lesbians had a visibility week, but you know what? Good for them. good for them. I good for the lesbians. You know, I've considered going lesbian myself, but okay. Glad they have a visibility week, you know, because normally the gays be like taking up all the space and they don't give much room for the lesbians. But also, like, they wear Birkenstock. So, you know, but like, you know what? There you go. Flash the coochie, all the visibility, right? All the visibility. We're here for it. What else happened over the weekend? We had a Spice Girls reunion. Posh Spice, Victoria Beckham celebrated her 50th birthday, and she had all the girls together and they performed together at her birthday party. That was exciting. What else happened? Anything else? We had Sloppy Joe, who was getting messy on the Instagram live. So Joe, she was saying a couple of things. She went on Instagram live. I was like, who let her do this? This is like when I get drunk and I go on Instagram live and then I start saying all this shit that I'm not supposed to be saying. Oh, it's also Earth Day. Great. Just, you know, all the plants and all the coochies. That's what we're loving on that today. All the plants and all the coochies. Let's get it. Go lesbians, go Earth, go plants, go planets. Why does Earth get a day? Do any of the other planets get days? Why don't we have like a Pluto day? Pluto's not even a planet anymore, is it? I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about Sloppy Joe. She went on Instagram Live and she was talking about like having sex with Schwartz. And like, it's so weird. Like, just when we start to like her, right? Like, right when everyone's starting to be like, oh, I actually think I feel for her. I actually think I kind of like her. And the next thing you know it, she goes and she's on Instagram and people were asking her if she ever did, like if she ever blew Schwartz or something like that. I'm like, what is Joe Mendoza doing in, you know, Joe's live chat? Okay. Asking her all the dirty questions about sex with Schwartz. And she's like, yes, I've had sex with Schwartz. She's like, I don't know why Katie, you know, had a problem with his dick. He has a great dick. And I'm like, oh my God, is she seeing this right now on Instagram Live? Like, what in the Zach Peter is happening right now? She was like spilling all sorts of shit that she wasn't supposed to be spilling and saying things she shouldn't have been saying. I was like, oh my goodness. So, yeah, she was talking about sex with Schwartzy. She was saying that Schwartz is her person and that they're going to end up together in the end. And I was like, oh, okay. She's confident about that. She's like, it's just going to take some time, but we're going to get there eventually. We're going to be there eventually. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay. So, I don't know. Like now I get why Katie, like you see Joe in that Instagram live. I don't know if you guys have seen the clips, but they're going all over and you're like, "Oh, Joe is that bitch." Now I know why Katie hates her. Joe is that bitch. Cuz she just be out there, you know, trying to. Oh, here she is. Did I suck off Schwartz? Yeah, they asked if she sucked off Schwartz. Yeah, of course I did. She's great. She said she said Schwartz is really good at having sex. She doesn't know why Katie didn't like his dick. Like, not appropriate. So inappropriate. So inappropriate. Well, now it's also, remember when Rachel had Sloppy Joe post about Katie being the worst dressed and she was like coming for Katie. Now, like, I get it. I don't like Joe. I don't like her. I knew I didn't like her for a reason. I knew I didn't like her for a reason. And now she's just validating all the reasons we shouldn't have liked her from the beginning. Katie was right. Joe is a creep. Joe is crazy. Kristen Doty's not friends with Joe anymore. She's Kristen Doty's crazy friend. Kristen Doty is crazy Kristen, and yet now she has a crazy friend, and she's not even friends with the crazy friend anymore because Joe is that bitch. But yeah, she says that she and Schwartz are going to end up together. We're all in this together. And yeah, that's weird. Isn't that weird to like go on Instagram Live and like talk about sucking off? I mean, it's just weird, right? I don't know. It sounds like some unhinged kind of shit that I would do, though. Are we still a fan of Sloppy Joe? I think I'm swipe left on Joe. I knew I didn't like her. Just when I was starting to come around to her, she proves that she is that bitch. She thinks that she and Schwartz are going to end up together. And listen, maybe they will. Actually, at this point, I don't want him to end up with her. Nope. I mean, I'm not a fan of his like 23-year-old girlfriend right now, just because I'm like, you're a little too old. And like, what do you, I mean, I guess they have the same maturity level, but like, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. What else? Do we want to talk about Andy? Do we want to talk about Taylor Swift? Well, Taylor Swift, let's touch on these other things really quickly because I do want to get into this drama with Michelle from the Valley and then Jax and Britney because they were having drama. But so Taylor Swift dropped her new album about the poets or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a big Swiftie. She's got some good music. I'll give her that. I'm not a big Swiftie anymore though. And I just hate that like now every one of her albums, she's like at first I was like, oh, okay, she's gonna talk about her boyfriends. Oh, okay, she's gonna talk about her life. But now it's just like all her songs just become like, let me drag somebody. Let me, call somebody out. Let me call out my boyfriend from 28 years ago that, dumped me and broke my heart. And I'm just like, bitch, you're the problem. Like you have beef with everyone. And like you keep like Taylor Swift is the problem. She has good music. I'm gonna give her that. I know a lot of people weren't loving this new album. They're like, this isn't her best album. This isn't her best era. My issue though is she came for Kimmy. Don't come for Kim Kardashian. Leave Kimmy alone. Okay. This is why I have a problem with her coming after Kimmy. So this beef between Taylor Swift and Kim Kardashian is from what, like 8 years ago, right? Remember Kanye came up and he took the mic away from Taylor Swift and he's like, Beyonce had one of the best music videos of all time. And Taylor Swift's like, oh my God. And that's where she learned to perfect her shocked face that she's had for the last 15 years because she's always shocked. But so that's where the beef stemmed with Taylor and Kanye. And then he came out with that song and he said, I made that bitch famous. And then there was the clip where he is on the phone with Taylor Swift and she's like, yeah. And he's like, I think me and Taylor may still have sex. And she's like, yeah, that's a good lyric. And so basically she like gave her approval for him to mention her in the song, right? She says that she didn't know that he was going to say, I made that bitch famous, which, I mean, can we just say it? Right? He did kind of make her a little more relevant. Maybe she was already kind of famous because she had her little country, she was doing her little guitar thing and she was like, you and she was like doing it, right? And she was like, you belong with me. And she was singing her little bops and she was doing her thing and she won the best music video because she wore glasses and she's like, she's a cheerleader and I'm not the cool girl. I don't know what her song was called. I like the song. It's a good song. I just don't remember it off the top of my head. And I know you guys hate when I sing. But so anyway, he made that bitch famous. He made her more relevant. Okay, I shouldn't call her a bitch. Well, I don't know. Sometimes she's a little questionable. Sometimes, But Kim Kardashian. Okay, the only reason Kim had beef with Taylor was because she was standing by her man. Which any of you with a man, and those of you that don't, just imagine, right? With a man, you would stand up for him against little Taylor Swift too. You'd be like, no, don't come for my man. Like you're gonna defend your man. That's your man. And that's what Kim Kardashian did. And she stood by her man, even when he put her through a lot of shit, but she stood by her man. Okay. She was defending him. Now she's no longer with him. She's divorced him, right? Is the divorce final yet? Or they're still in the process of getting divorced? Because he didn't want to like divorce her, whatever. She left Kanye. She's now divorced from him. She seems to be fine, right? And then there was a video, a TikTok that Kim did with North on their little TikTok account to Taylor Swift's song "Shake It Up." Shake it up, shake it up. And they were doing their little dance in the bathroom, whatever. So now Taylor Swift has come back and she's released another song called Thank You, Amy, which first of all, Britney already did If You Seek Amy, okay? Britney already did the Amy thing, so it wasn't that original. I don't know why I'm hating on Taylor Swift so much. I actually kind of like her. She just, sometimes, especially lately, she's just kind of annoying, But like, I do like some of her music. I liked her Reputation when she's like, I'm sorry, I can't come to the phone right now. Why? Because she's dead, I liked the Reputation album. And I know some people dragged the Reputation album. I thought that it was good. But now it's just like, I just feel like Taylor's trying too hard. But so she releases this song called Thank You, Amy, about how she healed because she basically plays the scenario of like there's a mean girl in high school, Regina George. She's basically calling Kim Kardashian the Regina George and being like, she was a mean girl to me. And I'm just like, Taylor, why is everybody mean to you? Why are you always the victim? Like Taylor Swift is a chronic victim and all she does is cash in on being a victim. And everyone's like, oh my God, Taylor Swift is such a victim. Is she though? Like, is she though? Like, that's where I'm kind of at. I get it. There was the Scooter Braun thing, and then all of her exes. I'm just like, girl, I think you're the problem. And then she like keeps perpetuating it because she keeps writing music about it, and then she keeps, doubling down. Oh, Don O is mad at me. Don O in the live chat says, "No, Zach, you're the problem. I have to unsubscribe." Down O. Not Dawn O, Down O. Unless her name is Dawn and she just didn't know how to spell it. Okay, listen, I'm the problem a lot of times. Even when I got issues in my life, usually I'm the problem and I own it. Own it, baby. Lisa Rinna told Taylor Swift, "Own it, baby. Own it." And does Taylor Swift ever own it? No, she doesn't. Well, I mean, she finally owns her music, but like, I don't know. Listen, good for her. She's making her coin, but like, I can still be a little annoying. The song is good. Thank You, Amy is a good song. But this is where it wasn't so much about coming after Kim. I'm kind of like, Kim's moved on from Kanye. She was defending her husband. Like, let's let this beef go, right? The issue that I had with the song, though, is in the song, she has the lyric where not only does she come for Kim's spray tan, right? But she brings up the kids. And this is what I don't like, right? And all you little Bravo babes out there that want to come up in here and be like, don't talk about the kids and don't talk about the kids. And now you're going to champion behind Taylor Swift talking about the kids. She talked about Northie. And she's like, one day your kid's going to come home singing my songs and only you and I are going to know it's about you. And only the two of us would know that it's about you. And I was like, oh, not only is she perpetuating an old 8-year beef, but then she goes and brings up the kids. She brings up a little North because North did a little Shake It Off TikTok. You think Kim Kardashian wanted to do a Shake It Off TikTok with North? No. But she's like, listen, North likes Taylor Swift. I'm not going to like put my daughter in a weird position where she has to like not like this artist because I had some beef with her 8 years ago because I was trying to defend my husband and she was trying to make my husband look bad. Listen, Taylor's beef with Kanye, I don't even give a shit about that anymore, But like also, I'm over that. But yeah, it wasn't a dig at the kids. So yes, but she still brought the kids up. Like, think about it from Kim Kardashian's perspective. She got dragged into this beef with Taylor Swift. Because of her ex-husband, who she's no longer even with anymore. She's gone through an ugly divorce with this dude who still continues to drive her crazy. And then on top of that, now her kids are getting dragged into this. Like, no, thank you. Sorry. No names were mentioned. She said your kid. No names were mentioned. Actually, she spelled out Kim Kardashian's name in Thank You, Amy, because she wrote out the Thank You, Amy, and it's all in lowercase except for the Kim. So she did mention a name. Her kid is a mean girl, just like her, though. Listen. I know we're like talking about don't talk about the kids, but like North is scary. North scares me a little. She's mean. She's mean. I don't think Kim Kardashian's a mean girl, though. Is she? I don't know. Petty is as petty does. Is she petty? I know that's right. So that's my beef with Taylor Swift. But Kim Kardashian is now clapping back because she just announced that she sold another show. It's a Calabasas show that she's co-producing with Emma Roberts. So she's now going to star in another Ryan Murphy, right? Because he does American Horror Story. Yeah. So she's on the current season of American Horror Story with Emma Roberts. And now her and Emma Roberts are producing a new show that they just sold called Calabasas. So Kim's like, listen, I'm good. Me and Emma Roberts and Marlene King. I don't know if you guys watched Pretty Little Liars, but she created Pretty Little Liars. Pretty Little Liars was good. It was a little crazy. It was a little soap opera-y towards the end because it had all the twists and turns and people die and then people don't actually die. And so boom. So good for Kimmy. She's out there and she's like, I'm still going to get my bag. I'm still going to, she's like, Taylor Swift is keeping me relevant. Listen, Taylor knows how to sell her music and she knows how to get all her little Swifties be like, oh my God, we love Taylor. She perseveres. Does she though? She creates her own drama. That's like if I were like, I'm a victim and I've persevered. Nah, I got a big mouth and I get myself in trouble all the damn time. At least I own it, So, Taylor, you make some good music, girl. But like this album, I don't think this was it. I don't think that this was the vibe. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. So that's Taylor. and Kim. Let's talk about Andy Cohen, because there was a lot that came out at the end of last week about Andy Cohen and about him, because there was In Touch, right? And they released this exclusive because they had a source, an exclusive source that went and said that Andy Cohen was negotiating his exit package from Bravo, that he was leaving the network and he was in negotiations amid these lawsuits. We have the Leah McSweeney lawsuit. We have the Caroline. Well, I guess Caroline doesn't name Andy in her lawsuit. Leah McSweeney does name Andy. And then there are the accusations that Brandi Glanville made, even though Brandi Glanville does not have an actual lawsuit against Andy or the network. But she did, claim, oh, sexual harassment. Look at this. Andy Cohen, he did, he sent me these inappropriate texts, which was a joke. It was all in jest. Whatever, right? That happens. So now the source that talked to In Touch, which In Touch really isn't that credible of a source to begin with, but they did this exclusive and then everyone was talking about it. And the interesting thing though, because Bravo has since come out, or a rep for Bravo has since come out and said that there's no truth to the rumors. Andy Cohen is not leaving the network anytime soon, yada, 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 right? And to be fair, it doesn't look like he's leaving anytime soon because they have him as the face of BravoCon, and BravoCon is next year. So he's at least going to be with Bravo through this year into next year for, BravoCon in 2025. So he'll still be around. Now, the question, though, comes down to what is going to happen with Watch What Happens Live. Because from what we've not heard that Watch What Happens Live has been renewed, and it is at the end of its most recent term. It got renewed for 2 years back in 2022. I think it was like January or February 2022 that it got renewed for 2 more years, and it was supposed to run all throughout 2023, all throughout 2022 and all throughout 2023, with hopefully a renewal, possibly a renewal in 2024. So now, Andy does a few things with Bravo, right? He doesn't really work for the network anymore. He's not an executive at Bravo, where I think he was he was the head of development for Bravo. And then now he's just an executive producer on the Real Housewives franchise. So he works with the production companies that produce Housewives because he was the, creator of Housewives. Or one of the creators of the Real Housewives franchise. And so he doesn't work for Bravo specifically, but Watch What Happens Live, I guess, is technically, Watch What Happens Live is produced by Embassy Suites, right? Or Embassy Row, sorry. And I guess I don't know. But he has Watch What Happens Live and he hosts the reunions and he does BravoCon. So Watch What Happens Live, though, like I said, term is up. We haven't heard if they're going to renew Watch What Happens Live or if they're going to keep Andy as part of Watch What Happens Live. I think there's possibly some negotiations happening with the network for some sort of exit package. I just don't think the exit package is coming anytime soon. But I do think his time at Bravo will be coming to an end soon. I don't think it's because of these lawsuits, but and I've said this for at least the past 2 years, he just kind of feels fatigued, right? He doesn't have the same spunk that he used to have. He doesn't seem as interested in doing, Watch What Happens Live anymore. Chelsea Handler talked about it when she left Chelsea Lately, and she was just like, I couldn't talk about celebrity news every night anymore. After a while of doing the same thing over and over, you kind of get fatigued by it. And with Andy Cohen, not only does he talk about this every night because he goes live every night for Watch What Happens Live, he has 2 kids now. I'm sure he wants to settle down. He doesn't need to be as aggressive or as much of a hustler because he's making good money. He's made some good, investments. Housewives is still going to keep him afloat for a while. So I just feel like Femtero said Andy is staying. Yeah, I know, Danielle. I'm not saying he's going anywhere anytime soon, but I'm saying they're probably talking about what the future will look like. Maybe it's a 5-year exit plan. We don't know. But I think his priorities have shifted. He has kids now. He doesn't really care to be doing this night after night anymore. And that's a lot. And I think if Watch What Happens Live ends, he's still going to be with Bravo, right? I'm sure they'll still have him host the reunions. They'll still have him have a face at BravoCon. They'll still, they'll still keep Andy around. He'll still be a face of Bravo. He's still going to be a figurehead, but I think he will start to dial back some of his commitments as time goes on. He's not going to want to miss out on these years with his kids, And again, it's not like he has to work as hard to, pay the bills. I don't know who would replace Andy if they were to let him leave Watch What Happens Live. I think they would keep it, right? I think that they would make it um kind of like, like the Late Show where they have, one host retires, another host comes in, and they keep it going. So I think Bravo will likely continue to keep Watch What Happens Live, maybe with someone new, or maybe they're going to retire Watch What Happens Live and start to test out some new programming. I don't really know. Who would you rather host Watch What Happens Live? Podcaster edition. Jeff Lewis, Heather McDonald, Zach, the husbands, Kempire, Dana Wilkie, Carlos King. Dana Wilkie, how do you even put her in that category? She's not even a real podcaster. Dana Wilkie is like bottom of the barrel. And yeah, I know some of you guys are gonna go and DM Dana and be like, oh my God, did you hear what Zach says? I don't care. I think I have that bitch blocked on Instagram. I don't care. I don't like her. Okay. I don't like her at all. She is not a nice person. She's messy. Don't like her. I don't think Heather McDonald would host Watch What Happens Live. I think Heather McDonald is great with her Juicy Scoop little empire that she's built. It's not even a little empire, but the Juicy Scoop empire that she has built, I think is incredible. Good for her. I could see someone like Carlos King taking over. A lot of people are saying Michael Rappaport. I don't think Michael Rappaport would be a good host, to be honest with you. No, and I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, I always thought somebody like Danny Pellegrino would be a great replacement for Andy. I think Danny would be the most natural replacement. Not Matt Rogers. Matt Rogers. Stacey, come on. Matt Rogers as the replacement for Andy Cohen? Come on. Let's be real. I think not Jerry O'Connell. He's boring. Jerry O'Connell? Really? No, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I think Danny Pellegrino. And I've said that for years. Danny Pellegrino is so boring, darling. But here's the thing, you need somebody that is likable. I know, thank you for some of you that are saying my name. And for everyone else that's naming every other podcaster in the live chat except for me, rude. You're in my live chat and you don't even put my name down, please. I think it would be hard for someone like me to take that seat because I'm not for everyone and I don't try to be for everyone. Danny Pellegrino, I think, is somebody that has done a better job of, knowing how to be a little messy, but like still keeping it very brand friendly, I don't know. You'd rather have Gibson Johns over Danny Pellegrino? That's interesting. Boring and thirsty. Who's boring and thirsty? See, when you guys just leave comments like that, I don't know who you're talking about. Thank you, Jen. Jen says she thinks I would be great. I think I would kill it. But again, I don't know if I'm not the most brand friendly, And again, I don't try to be. So we'll see what happens. We'll have to watch what happens. But he's not leaving anytime soon. I do think that there are possibly some negotiations happening about what his exit. Especially now, like I'm sure they're having those conversations of like, well, let's see. Like there is some heat right now. Maybe now is not the time to exit, but like let's explore what those options look like. So I don't know. No offense, but you're not ready. You're thirsty and a bit unseasoned. Maybe in 10 years. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thirsty. Well, I mean, I guess anybody that's in it. I love when people like say thirsty and they like mean it as like a dig. Because like anybody in entertainment is thirsty. We're all thirsty. We're all wanting to be, in the public forefront. That's why we're putting ourselves out there. I don't think there's anything wrong with being a little thirsty. I think when you're parched, that's, something to consider to really think about. But I don't think it's offensive if somebody calls me thirsty. I am thirsty. We're all a little thirsty. The ones that won't admit that they're a little thirsty, are the ones that are lying to themselves. Hungry is a better term. Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't care. They mean the same thing to me. I don't really care. I know who I am at the end of the day. But yeah, Andy Cohen's not leaving Bravo anytime soon. So there we go. Imagine Jeff Epstein is the permanent bartender. See, I would have fun with that. I would put Jeff behind the bar if I were to ever host Watch What Happens Live. I mean, I don't know. I would love to have a late night talk show. I've always that's always been on the vision board, is a late night talk show. I wouldn't really want to do daytime. I just don't think I'm a daytime kind of bitch. I'm definitely a late night kind of bitch. Even though I don't stay up late, but yeah. You won't achieve anything if you aren't thirsty for it. That's right, Michelle. That's right. Mhm. And then Danny says, and because of all of it, you're hydrated with glowing skin. Stay thirsty. Always, baby. Always. They should have a different podcaster for each reunion. That would be interesting if they started to mix that up. Could you become a New Yorker, Zach? You're such a Cali guy. I mean, I can see myself being bi-coastal for sure. Also, Watch What Happens Live doesn't need to be in New York. They can move it to LA. They've done Watch What Happens Live in LA before. You just have to have a studio somewhere. You can definitely make a studio. I would love to have a late night talk show, putting that into the universe. I would love to have that now or in 10 years when I'm, more seasoned and less thirsty. Well, actually, I don't think I'll ever be less thirsty because I'll always be ambitious and I'll always be hitting them goals. Okay. Sheena should do it. Sheen, or got to keep an eye out for Celine, or yeah. You're a late night kind of, yeah, I'm a late night kind of bitch. I'm not a daytime. Oh, there's a big difference between hungry and thirsty. Hungry means you want it. Thirsty means you're desperate. I mean, terms are subjective. If that's how you see them, great. It's not how I see them. So when you want to call me thirsty, I don't see myself as desperate. I don't need to be desperate. I'm ambitious, but sure. Let's see. I could imagine that as we get older, we get thirstier. Well, sure. Look at Jill. Oh, Jill Zarin. She'd be thirsty. But yeah. So that's Andy Cohen. Let's talk about the Valley, because there's some stuff going on in the Valley. Well, first of all, we have Jax and Britney. So Britney Cartwright, it was all over him that Britney has unfollowed Jax Taylor on the Instagram, which great, right? But not only did she and Jax return the favor by unfollowing Britney, so it does seem like the relationship is done. However, Britney also unfollowed their shared publicist, Lori Kay. And people were speculating that Jax and Lori Kay may have been having a little vibe or a little something going on. And now we see, dun 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 dun, that Jax and Britney may be dunzos. And it's interesting because there was this thing on Reddit, and you guys know I fucking hate Reddit, but there was something on Reddit. I'll just read it to you. Someone posted in one of the Vanderpump threads, Major Confusion 5528 wrote, Jax is in my city, and a friend of mine found out at a bar that he was at and went to get the tea. He said that he is for sure single. We knew that, but he wanted the whole bar to know. He told someone there, yeah, I'm single now. Try not to get hurt. I'm playing it safe. Then proceeded to fuck his publicist in the bathroom. He also apparently wanted to have a chiller night, then walked into the bar and yelled, who's got bag for me? I thought y'all would appreciate this. And then this person commented, no, not a joke. I swear to God, I live in Toronto and he's here for some reason. He was doing an appearance, right? And then someone else commented, I guess he was banging his publicist after the photos came out in Canada last time they were here, dying over how predictable this man is. So Lori K, she's kind of pretty, but like, I don't know. Because remember they posted that like real close, intimate photo of them together last time they were in Canada. They were in Canada for an appearance, right? Wasn't he there with Schwartz? So now he's back in Canada, and I don't know. Do we think Jax is banging the publicist? Britney unfollowed the publicist, which I think in and of itself says a lot. But I mean, if they are single because they are split, they have split up, then like he's allowed to bang his publicist, right? I'm looking at her. She still has Ryan Revel as her management, but it doesn't look like she has Lori Kay. But like they're still hosting the they're still hosting the reunion together. I mean, their podcast together. I don't know. Yeah. I truly don't. I don't know what to think about Lori K. Do we think that he's banging Lori K? Is she still following Britney? Let's see. Lori is no longer following Britney Cartwright. I wonder if Britney, because when you unfollow somebody, you can also have them removed as well as a follower. So maybe she had Lori K removed from following her too when she unfollowed her. I don't really know. But do we think that Jax, I mean, listen, if he's technically single, then he's allowed to bang his publicist. I think it's messy, but would we expect anything less from Jax Taylor? I don't know. I think when there's smoke, there's fire. Lori is not who I pictured Jax hooking up with. Right? But also, if Lori's traveling with them a lot and he's feeling a little lonely and he doesn't really want to have some random. And listen, Lori's always going to keep his best interest with his image as much as she can. So she's going to protect him from any of these rumors because she's his publicist and her job is to protect his reputation. So she can bang him and he can trust that they can bang and that she's still going to keep his best interest at the end of the day because his best interest is also her best interest because she makes money off of him. I don't know. Maybe Britney wants more SpawnCon. Maybe. I don't know. Are they officially or legally separated? I don't think they're legally separated. I don't know about official. I mean, well, they're definitely officially separated. She's living in another house. He's possibly banging Lori K. So, how much longer do you think their podcast will last? As long as they have a contract. I think they will write out the contract because they both know how to keep their paychecks. So they will continue to host together. And the publicist is married with kids, though. I'm pretty sure. Is she? I didn't realize Lori was married. She does have kids. I believe she does have kids. Maybe she's married. I don't know. I don't think California requires legal separation, but you can. You can file for a legal separation. I don't know, but not only do we have Jax and Britney, we also have Michelle. So it looks like coming out on The Valley this week because we have a new episode of Vanderpump and a new episode of The Valley, and it looks like the cheating rumor comes up that Michelle is cheating on Jesse from The Valley, right? With some producer dude. But now there are some new photos, some new tea. This was shared by Cindy C. Love Cindy C on Twitter or on X, sorry. And Cindy wrote, looks like Michelle from the Valley has a new boyfriend, Aaron. He's a financial advisor, director, not the director everyone's talking about on the show, I imagine. And this is a case for the FBI. Boom. Reveal the evidence. So we have these photos that basically show that this is her new boyfriend. So not only do we have this really cute Instagram story, right, from this guy, Aaron, his Instagram account. Oh, I wonder if it's public. His Instagram account is AA__NOS. Let's look him up on Instagram right now. AA__NOS. Oh, he's public. He's cute though. He's a hunk of burning love. Well, oh no, his face is not. I mean, he's got a great body. Girl, look at that body. I work out. Oh, he wears the toe shoes. I don't like the toe shoes. Those are ugly, right? When you're like, I work out, but it's like literally just like a little glove for your feet with the little toes, and it's just not. They're ugly shoes. He's active. He has a dog. But so there are some photos of them together, and it looks like they're dating, right? So he posted a photo on March 12th. Oh. Oh, yeah. It is her boyfriend. So she commented. So on March 12th is when they posted this photo, and she's wearing this black and red dress. which is really cute. And then he's wearing this white shirt with like a pink blazer. So it's confirmed that this is a guy that she's dating. Oh, one of my friends. No, okay. I need to text him right now because he seems to. I need the tea. So Michelle commented on this cute little photo of them dressed up at this event together. He said, "Bravo," with clappy hands, right? And then she commented, "My handsome date." So they're clearly dating. Interesting. He's cute. I wouldn't say he's like hot, but he's cute. Aaron Nosler, financial advisor and director at Thrivent, inspiring Christians to be wise with money and live generously. I mean, he definitely does give off like independent, maybe not Republican vibes, but like independent vibes, which again, there's nothing wrong with being Republican. But that was the conversation on the show these past couple of weeks, was that they thought that Michelle was like a total Republican, and I guess they like thought that was like a bad thing because they thought that meant that she was racist, which I don't think is true. But yeah, I'm just looking at some of his followers. I mean, and he's like, devout, inspiring Christians to be wise with their money. Are they typically not wise with their money? But so he had the photo that he posted where there's her and they're like on a date together. And then there's another photo of them together that he posted, but it looks like he deleted it because oh no, it's there. It's still there. Candid, and it's him, and he's like sipping on some wine, and she's sitting there with him, and she's also sipping on some wine, and they're just like having a chill night in together. Does he have a kid? My half Thai princess. Where is this? Does he have kids? My little minty dude. Oh, Kids Hope Big Brother program. He's not that cute. Honestly, I think Jesse was a better guy, a better choice. He's not ugly, but he's just not, he's got a nice body. But I don't find him that like uber attractive, to be honest with you. And he posted like stories with her. So they're clearly like official and dating. But I wonder if this was the guy or one of the guys that she was dating while she was cheating on Jesse. Because like that was like the thing, that she's a cheater. I don't know. How are we feeling about this? I mean, I guess good for her. Oh, he's a kid's mentor. He's a honey dealer at the Kilo Company. What is the Kilo Company? The honey you've been craving. It's honey. A kilo of honey, pure honey. He has a honey brand? Honey. Jesse's hot. Jesse is hot. Jesse is I like Jesse. He's one of my favorites. He's hot. What the fuck? He's a honey dealer. Yeah, he sounds like a pimp. No, he has a honey brand. It's like a they put it on like, I don't know, like bowls and smoothies and stuff. Yeah, this is his company. He sells honey. I don't the honey you've been craving. Great. Good for him. So, I don't know. I'm all for Team Jesse though, because I just think Jesse's hot. Michelle's pretty. You know who's Nia is? Nia, I think, is the prettiest one on the Valley cast. I know we're like not supposed to compare women, and we're not supposed to like talk about women's looks because that's like degrading. But like, she's hot. She's hot. Thanks, Zach. See you. Have a great taste. Oh, have a great taste. What am I tasting? Who am I tasting? Bend over, baby. Jesse is the better choice considering they have a kid together. Well, there's that too. There's that too. Nessa says, my dad is a honey dealer then. I usually call him a beekeeper. Is honey that popular? Do people like Nia is best friends with Rachel? Oh, yes. Well, Yeah, I know a lot of them know Rachel. Trust me, there's a lot of tea there. There's a lot of tea that I will maybe do a members only with some of my friends because I have friends that know these people and they got tea from these people, and it is whew, spicy. Today drained me. So yeah, interesting. Also, you guys were sending me some good cameos last week, which I've been delivering on. So I just wanted to remind everybody I am on Cameo. So if you want to personalize a message from me, it's your bestie, Miss Westy. These hoes try to test me. It's about to get messy. So you can book me on Cameo. The link is in the description below. You can get a personalized message from me, whether it's your birthday, you want to give your mom a shout out for Mother's Day, because we know all the mamas love me. So if you're a mama in the live chat, then you can send the link to your kids and be like, listen, I want a personalized message from Zack. The thing is, some of you guys have been getting wild with these Cameo requests. Some of you have been like, wanting me to like give tea. You like ask me questions and like want tea in the cameos. And I'm just like, all right, here we go. Hi, this is your message. It's not a birthday message, but like, here's, you wanted the tea. Here's the tea. You're like, why did Chef Stew really not attend your Valentine's Day show? And I'm like, Valentine's Day? It's already going to be Christmas and you're still talking about Valentine's Day? Anyway, here's the tea. You have to get it on Cameo. So you guys aren't even using it for personalized messages anymore. You're just using it for tea. Joe says, Zack says you can ask him anything on Cameo and he'll do it. Listen, Joe, you asked me to like call out Heather McDonald in the Cameo, and I was like, all right, here we go. Yeah. But the Chef Stew one was funny. When I got that request, I texted him and I was like, look, they want me to talk about why you weren't at the Valentine's Day show. So, by the way, giving you a heads up, I'm about to send somebody a Cameo about why you really weren't there. The real reason, not the I was sick reason. The real reason, the real tea. But yeah, you can book a message on Cameo, whatever you need. Britt says, I should make a Cameo asking Zack to tell my boyfriend to clean up my laundry room. He left it a disaster. So when I got back to LA on Thursday, I was like, who do I call to knock him out for me right now? There you go. I'm here to yell at your man. I love to yell at men. Okay. Never trust a man. And so you need me to yell at your man? I will yell at your man. You need me to tell the wife that you've been banging her husband? I'm here to do that, you know? Whatever you listen, nothing's off the table. You can book me on Cameo now. Link is in the description below. Just plain Zack on Cameo. Search Zack Peter. There you go. Get it. Give me one margarita. Well, actually, I did after I did dry try the other day, the triathlon. I was like good, and then since I hadn't been drinking, I decided to have a martini. I had a couple martinis, and then there were those Cutwater margaritas. Went over to my mom's and she had some, and so I opened one and she's like, "You're gonna drink that right now?" She's like, "That's gonna knock you out. Like those things are strong." And I was like, "I'll be fine. Stop." And then next thing you know, I was out. I was out. I fell asleep. I was out. Speaking of Chef Stew, I want to know the tea on him dating Matt Rogers. I don't think they're dating anymore. Um, I, Well, I mean, listen, it came out in the Daily Mail that they were like, out and about making out places. So, yeah. I mean, but I don't think it went much beyond that. I think once it came out in the Daily Mail, I think it was like, all right, we got to wrap this up. So, I don't believe that there's anything going on between them anymore. Um, yeah. So, I was like, really? I mean, listen, Chef Stew and Matt Rogers, that's a fun pairing. It's a cute vibe. It was very short-lived though. You can ask Zack when the last time was that he painted on someone. Ew, Joe. I don't paint on people. Do you have beef with Matt Rogers? I do not have beef with Matt Rogers. I have no beef with Matt. I've never met Matt Rogers. I don't even think he knows who I am. I don't have any beef with Matt Rogers. Should I? Do you want me to start beef? Maybe I'll have Matt Rogers on this podcast. I don't know. I actually think Matt should have given Stu a real chance. Well, I don't know. Some of my friends are hot messes, guys. I keep trying to help them out, but they get in their own way. Michelle, you were singing in your head that Give Me One Margarita song when you requested that cameo. Yep. You could say that, Zach. Take a shot before doing this cameo and then give me some tea. I'll give you the tea. Listen, some chick in the comments a couple weeks ago was like, what a sellout. You'll do anything for $1. You're going to break up somebody's marriage on cameo. And I was like, yes, I will. Yes, I will. I will do anything for $1. $1 makes me holla, okay? I came from the hood, and that's what we do. We do anything for $1. I never turned down $1. $1 makes me holla. You better recognize. That's from Honey Boo Boo. Honey Boo Boo Child. What's all this Jax talk when he's going in on Taylor? Jax is going in on Taylor? Taylor who? Taylor Swift? Oh, I think you're talking about Taylor Swift. Yeah, you're a little late to the live chat, my love. Okay. Well, Zach knows who. Everyone knows who Zach is. Fire. Everyone knows who Zach is. Oh yeah, everyone knows. Oh, you mean everybody knows who I am? Well, usually I find this out a lot. Bitches will pretend they don't know me when they meet me in person, and then later on I find out, oh, they had all these preconceived ideas about me. Bitches be pressed. Good for them. You know, I stay in a league of my own. Okay. You can even request a cameo from the shower because, I used to dance in the shower and I would do my damn thing. Well, I don't know if Cameo would allow that for me to be taping. I don't even know if I should be promoting that, me doing cameos in the shower. Carol Radsbell did that. I remember she was doing a cameo. She's like, oh my God, the cameo was about to expire. And so I just realized I had to come on here and do it. I was like, really, girl? You did all that for $50? You were huffing and puffing. You look like a hot ass mess coming right out the shower. But she did her cameo. You shouldn't promote that. It's like, I'm not. I came out of my mouth and then I was like, whoop, put the words back in my mouth. Whoop, 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 whoop. You don't want to get banned. But no, I don't want to get. I love Cameo. I would not. We're not doing OnlyFans. You're not doing Only. I'm not doing OnlyFans. I would not do an OnlyFans, guys. I'm not doing that. I don't want to get in trouble with Cameo though, because I do like Cameo. They've been good to me. But no, I'm not going to do anything salacious or naughty on the Cameo. Okay, that was a joke. And then I wanted to put that genie back in the bottle. So you're going to have to move from Cameo to OnlyFans. No, you should do a shot before doing your no filter. I tape no filter in the mornings. You want me to do a shot at 8 a.m. in the morning? I just stepped on a Lego. I thought I died. Oh no, that doesn't sound fun. He might do an OnlyFans if the price is right, like not $7 a month. Yeah, no, don't come for me when you're on OnlyFans for $7. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Book me on Cameo. And catch new episodes of No Filter with Zach Peter every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Bonus episodes drop on Fridays for No Filter Plus members, or you can get a bonus members only live stream Thursday evenings on the YouTube. Also, we will be kicking off Book Club is officially back, so you can sign up for a book club membership. It is a second tier, so you can upgrade your membership to Book Club, and it comes with everything with the regular Zack Pack membership. You just also get the add-on of Book Club as well, and we'll do a bonus monthly members only book club. We're going to start with the Faye Resnick book, The Morally Corrupt Faye Resnick. We're recapping that in our first book club, which will be the first week of May. So next week. I haven't decided what day. I'm thinking maybe like Sundays. Maybe we'll do like book clubs on Sunday mornings since listen, we tape content all week. And I think I want to keep my Fridays off. But I think we can definitely do like a Sunday book club, Sunday mornings. So if you guys are down for that, you can upgrade your membership to Book Club and we'll be doing the damn thing. It was The Morally Corrupt Faye Resnick. Who was signing up for that? Put a 1 in the chat. Oh, people are oh wow, how fun. I never thought to ask you guys to put numbers in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Let's get it. Let's go. Sunday mornings, I go to church and pray during that time. So, Joe, you don't go to church. Shut the fuck up, Joe. You lying. You lying to Jesus right now, Joe. You go to church on a Sunday morning. Well, I mean, that is Jesus's day, and we're going to be talking about Faye. Nicole Simpson Diaries. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. I'll keep you posted on. I'm assuming we're going to do the first Sunday of every month for book club. that's the plan as of right now. I'll let you know if that changes. All right, guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.